All right, so if you're looking at this utter mess of the setup, I've got my drill press here, I have my mallet, I have a bit of wood, and I have the drill truck. Now, if you haven't seen my previous video, I got to the point of effectively having this assembled and then realized that, oh crap, I need to hit it with a mallet. Now, I could have done it with a hammer, which would have had the video finished, but I decided not to go down that route. Instead, I got a mallet. Now, if you can hear that, I think it's sand. I believe in the States they call it buckshot in the US, but I'm not in the US, and my understanding with this particular item, it's going to provide the force is going to go all the way into the hit instead of bouncing back. While not actually necessary for this, for say chiseling, it's apparently better. Anyway, I'm just going to try and get this out. So I'm undoing the little screw here, it's on the side, and lifting up my drill press up top. Wow, that's already started to rust. So, upside down. I'm going to move this aside for now. Now, I am a bit worried about the top of this breaking, so I'm going to voice that. Now, what I will do is I'll try to open this all the way like that. So I'm not sure what these little clips are called. Yeah, we're still good in. Sorry, just making sure it's still recording. Okay. Now let's double check. Mallet number 19 is recommended, a gauge, piece of wood for test drilling. So this is what we're going to be installing. Now where is... Okay. So I've still got the drill truck, which is very important. All right. Okay. Let's try to get this installed then. So that goes on like that. Bit of wood there. And as I saw online, okay, a light whack. That's all it needed. Yeah, that's not coming off. Sweet. So what I'll do before reinstalling it, now one thing I was worried about is this plastic shell here breaking. It's still intact, so that was a completely pointless fear. Let's see if I can get these on. All right, so that's one. That's two. And that's three. Sweet. So, I didn't grab the stuff I needed to try to center all this, which is a bit of a shame, but whoops. Okay. Probably best not to hold it from there. Let's bring this back over. And get this up on top again. I'm assuming that most of the 25 kilos that this thing weighs is going to be in this top half. So if I remember, this is what's depressed, so this can be moved. Alright, so I want to cut through aluminium. So let's go about 1800. Alright, so how do we set this thing to 1800? So 1800 should be the here and here both need to be on the second top run. So if I bring that in like that, 1, 2. All right. So if this lid ever breaks and you can't trigger it, you're going to have to figure out some way of locking that into a finish position. Nope. All right, so that's all the way down. So I can visually see where the chuck is. That's what I care about. Now, an issue I've got is going to be trying to have this straight. So what I'll do, I'm not doing this now, but I'm going to move this out of the way. And I'm going to try and center this drill chuck with this bit down here, which you probably can't see. Let's see. I'm not going to eyeball it. I'm going to have to stop the video here because I've done this first bit. I will be coming back to this in a little while, maybe a few days, but hopefully the first part of this video is done. Just roll that. There we go. Not the best thing to do to freely move that around, but for now it's how it's going to have to be. So let's see, what have I got? I'll need these two bits, they are very important. None of that is. So I want to be able to throw out this box. That's what my goal is today. I think I'll keep my vice box. I'll need that. I'll go put that in recycling. There's the top half, my receipts. There's a place for that as well in the bin. Okay, so I'll just take my vise back. Okay, so until I can grab everything else, this should be fine with the way it's set up. And I'll report, well, I'll do the rest of this video later. Anyway, catch you in the next segment. All right, so today's video, I'm going to try to at least finish setting this thing up, and then I've still got another thing to do, so this will be on another day as well. The 3-day video. Anyway, for today, I've got some drill bits. I have safety glasses. I only need one of these, but I figured 2 would be better. Piece of aluminium and some of that wood from before. Now, to make sure that I don't accidentally break that cable, I've got to put it out of the way. All right, first off, I need to align this so it's straight as possible. Well, at least from my, at least for me. So turn that out of the way. Now I could use a straight edge for this, but I just don't have one. To help me with it, I'm going to use this. Now I know this side here should be is flatter than this side, but they're both off. So really it's just going to be a balancing act. Getting it roughly in the center, and then bringing the drill down. So that's off just a little bit. It's a little better. It's a little better. Oh. So if I sit that over like that, I'm not exactly in this. Oh. All right, so that's going to have to be as close as it gets to being straight. Proper measuring tools would have been nice, but I ain't got that kind of money. I did find something I want. It's about $100 though, so you know, too small. All right. So if I plug this in, if I turn this on, the laser light should be right there. Now the question will be whether or not that laser light is centered and whether or not I'm in trouble. So I got these when K&D's in Hobart shut down. Yeah, that wasn't a smart thing to do. Oh wait, they should be available. What do we got? Okay, so I think I'll take a 4mm drill bit. So what's this for cutting? I'm not going to be able to wear the hearing protection or face mask, so I'm hoping I don't need to wear that. Alright, so that shouldn't come out. Now plug this back in. Safety glasses on. Alright, so it's doing that clipping sound still. Now I'm going to try and center that. I am then going to try and secure this. Oh, now that's the one problem I got to fix a little later on, but something else I should double check. So that drill piece is not going to go through that chip into the base here. Now I'm going to put it on hold for a minute, and I'm going to move this in closer. All right, so now that we're closer in, can you see the laser mark? I hope so. Let's find out how close that is. Ooh. I would say that hit it right in the center, which means I don't need to tune in the laser marks. Wow. Probably not the best drill hold, but it works. So, what's my next step for this? Unplugged. I still need to build a base. That's going to happen in another video. Before I recorded this part, well, now I'm getting confused. So I've done what I wanted to do, which was test this out. drill a hole right in the center. I've got this pretty much locked down, however, okay, probably I should look at the camera this time. I still feel uncomfortable using this. Even drilling the hole into this piece of aluminium was a bit upsetting. The issue I have is that it's top heavy, so it sways quite easily and the ground here is uneven. So what I need to do is I need to build a base that I can sit this on. Now ultimately what I would like to do is to drill this to a bench and have it mounted on. I can't do that. So instead I got these. And an unfortunate part is I need to find out whether or not this is going to be enough. Now the purpose of this is to effectively sit through there and then bolt to a piece of wood underneath. The downside is this may be too long, and these other ones, well, they may be too short. So I may have to go back to the place I bought these from and buy a different set. But I should have enough of these washers, and an important thing is this. Oh, what to call it? It's basically, it's sort of like a spring. And you pop it in between the washers to help with tightness. I can't think of what to call it now because my brain's sort of crashed. Anyway, I still need to solve potentially this problem, and I still need to solve the problem of this not falling over. So my ultimate plan is to have a 2x4 base that's maybe 30 centimeters out from all edges that this can sit on and hopefully give it a bit more structure, make it safer. But for now, I need to grab my vacuum cleaner. I need to suck all this these aluminium pieces up so I don't get them in my feet because they'll hurt like all hell. Well, that's screwed now. It's got a hole in it. Although, you know, nice test piece. So I've got this pretty much set up how I feel comfortable with. This should do what I want. And I bought these Forstner bits specifically for that. So this will help me drill holes in large pieces of wood. With all that said, hopefully this part is done. So I'll have to make some edits to this, and hopefully either this week or next week, whenever I can get around to it, I can finish off by building the base and then mounting it to it so it's safe-ish to use. I'm not going to say 100% safe because reasons, but make it safer to use. Anyway, I'm going to cut this segment off here and try and hopefully get the other part done as soon as I can. Okay, so for the final part of this video, I'm not going to be building the base. You can probably tell by looking at it, it's sort of set up, well, in my flat. I do intend to actually mount this to a desk at some point, so it's not going to be, well, you know, dangerous, but for the meantime, this is just where it's going to sit. And if you're wondering, that's for a future video, which I still got to get some parts for, but I love the fact it's still sealed. I love that fact. Very lucky too. But yeah, so this is my drill press. That's it. Finally got something I've been wanting for a while. It's a bit weird though, because I only really got it after... Yeah, my brain's not working. I think it's all the asthma. Anyway, yeah, so I got my drill press set up, and now I got to try and work on something, which I'll hopefully be able to post another video on soon. Thanks for watching. Yibbity yibbita.